My dear children, come and rest in my presence. Let the noise of the world grow quiet for a while. Hear the stillness that moves beneath everything, like the hush that settles in a chapel at dawn. Candles flicker softly before my altar, their gentle glow dancing upon stone walls kissed by time. The faint sound of a church bell echoes through the morning mist, calling hearts home, calling souls to remember who they are and whose they are. In this quiet moment, I am here. I am closer to you than your own breath. The light that streams through stained glass is not just sunlight, it is my love shining through every color of your life. Even through the darker shades, even through the cracks that you think make you unworthy. My dear children, I have seen your tears. I have watched you kneel in the silence of your room, whispering prayers that no one else could hear. I have felt the weight you carry, the questions you do not know how to ask. And I say to you now, I am your strength. I am the stillness in the storm, the hand that holds you when you think you will fall. Listen closely, my beloved ones. The same voice that spoke the stars into being is speaking now not in thunder, but in peace. And I am whispering to your heart, do not fear this fire, for I am in it with you. My dear children, this message I give you today is a message of endurance and hope. I know that some of you are walking through long nights, through valleys where the light seems faint and the path uncertain. You have asked me, Lord, why is it so hard? Why must I endure this pain? But hear me, beloved, nothing you face is wasted. No sorrow, no trial, no broken moment goes unseen. In the furnace of affliction, I am refining you, shaping your faith like gold in fire. The world may tell you that hardship is punishment, but I tell you, it is preparation. It is in these sacred seasons that I draw you closer, that I teach your spirit how to trust when the path is hidden. The purpose of this message is not only to comfort you, but to awaken in you a holy strength that comes from me alone. I want you to know that when you feel weakest, my power rests upon you most. As it is written in my word, blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because when they have stood the test, they will receive the crown of life that I have promised to those who love me. So, stay with me now, my dear children. Let my words wash over you like a river of peace. Let them heal the places that ache and remind you that every trial has a purpose and every tear has meaning in my hands. My dear children, I see the burdens that weigh upon your hearts, the nights that feel endless, the prayers that seem unanswered. You wonder if I have turned away, if my silence means I am far. But I tell you, I am never absent. Even in the silence, I am speaking. Even in your suffering, I am working. You are my precious ones, being refined as gold is refined in fire. The heat may feel unbearable at times, yet it is in that very fire that the impurities fall away. When the goldsmith refines his treasure, he keeps his eyes upon it the entire time. For if the fire burns too hot or too long, the gold would be lost. So too I watch over you. My gaze never leaves you. I know exactly how much to allow, and I never let the flame consume you, only purify. I am teaching you to endure, not to punish you, but to make you radiant. Each trial you face shapes your spirit into something more eternal, more beautiful. I am building within you a strength that cannot be shaken by the world. You see, my dear children, Faith that has never been tested is like a seed that has never broken the soil. It cannot grow. But when the storm comes and the wind bends the tree, its roots grow deeper, and so do yours. Every hardship sends your roots down into my love, deeper than before. I know how tired you become. I know how heavy the cross can feel upon your shoulders. But remember, you do not carry it alone. My Son carried the weight of the world so that you would never have to bear your burdens unaided. Every step you take, I walk beside you. Every tear you shed, I gather into my hands. When you whisper, I can't go on, I whisper back, yes, you can, because I am in you. When you feel forgotten, I sing over you in the stillness of the night. When you feel unseen, I wrap you in light that no darkness can extinguish. Remember my promise, my dear children. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames that touch you are the very fires that shape your eternal glory. Do not measure my love by the comfort of your days. Measure it by the constancy of my presence. Even in the storm, I am there. Even in the breaking, I am blessing. Every wound I allow becomes a doorway for my grace to enter. Every trial you face becomes a chapter of testimony, written not with ink, but with faith. I am molding your heart so that when you look back, you will not see only pain, you will see purpose. You will see that through every difficulty, I was teaching you to walk by faith, not by sight, to trust not in your strength, but in mine. My dear children, you are not being destroyed, you are being refined, like gold drawn from the depths of the earth. You are emerging radiant, pure, and strong. The world may not understand your journey, but I do. And one day, all the pain you endured will become a crown of life, shining with the light of your perseverance. Be patient with yourself. Growth takes time. Even in the seasons of waiting, I am working beneath the surface. When it feels like everything has stopped, I am preparing new beginnings. When the night is longest, the dawn is closest. So hold fast, my beloved ones. Lift your eyes to me. Let your heart rest in the assurance that I will finish what I began in you. I am not a God who abandons his children midway through the fire. I am the God who walks with them through it and brings them out transformed. Breathe, my dear children. Feel my peace settling over you like the soft glow of morning light after a storm. The rain has washed away what was temporary, and what remains is what I have made eternal. You are loved beyond measure. You are stronger than you know, because my strength lives within you. You are not forgotten, not forsaken, not defeated. You are chosen, refined, and deeply loved. When your trials roar like waves, remember that I am the shore upon which they break. You will not be overcome, for I have already overcome the world. Let this truth anchor your heart. I am with you always. Not for a moment do I leave you. And when you rise again, as you surely you will shine with the beauty of one who has walked through fire and found me waiting on the other side. My dear children, do not fear the seasons of testing. What feels like breaking is often my remaking. When your plans crumble and your strength fades, I am still the same faithful Father whose hands never let go. You see only fragments, the unfinished edges of your story, but I see the whole design. I see what I am forming within you. I see the endurance that is rising from the ashes of disappointment, the faith that is being purified like gold beneath the flame. You wonder why I allow certain storms to linger, why the path winds through valleys instead of smooth pastures. But hear this truth: the valley is not your enemy, it is your teacher. It is in the low places that you learn to look up. It is in the waiting that your roots grow deep, drawing from the hidden wells of my grace. When you walk through shadows, it is there you discover that my light does not depend on the sun, it shines from within you, because I live in you. I do not rejoice in your pain, my dear children. I do not delight in your tears. But I rejoice in the faith that blooms from your endurance, in the strength that comes when you choose to trust me, even when everything trembles. That trust is more precious to me than all the treasures of the earth. My refining fire is never cruel. It burns away only what keeps you from freedom: the fear, the doubt, the need to control. I am not destroying you. I am cleansing you. As the goldsmith holds the gold over the flame, so I hold you not to harm you, but to reveal my reflection in you. For when the gold is pure, the refiner can see his face mirrored in it. And when you are refined through love, I see my likeness shining in your soul. When your heart grows weary, remember this: even my silence is full of purpose. When you cannot feel my presence, I am still nearer than ever, teaching you to walk not by what you see, but by what you know, that I am faithful. Do not confuse delay with distance, or hardship with abandonment. Every moment I am drawing you closer, whispering to your heart, "Be still, my child, and know that I am God." There are blessings hidden inside every trial, treasures that can only be found in darkness, the strength to stand, the compassion to understand others' pain, the humility that bows low enough to see my grace. My dear children, you may not see the fruit today, but one day you will look back and say, "It was in that fire that I found God's heart. It was in that wilderness that He taught me to sing." Do not let despair steal your song. Even in the fire, you can worship. Even in the storm, you can lift your voice. I delight in your praise, not because I need it, but because it lifts your eyes from the waves to the one who calms them. When you worship in trial, you open the windows of heaven over your soul. You make room for my peace to flow in like a quiet river, washing away fear, leaving only trust. Remember my promises. Did I not say that I would never leave you nor forsake you? Did I not promise that all things, not some things, but all things work together for the good of those who love me? Every heartbreak, every setback, every tear is being woven into something glorious beyond what you can imagine. You see pain, but I see purpose. You see delay, but I see divine timing. You see ashes, but I see beauty about to bloom. My dear children, lift your eyes from the ground and fix them upon me. Let not your hearts be troubled. The fire that surrounds you today is the same light that will illuminate your tomorrow. You are not meant to live in fear, but in the confidence of my love. Even now, angels surround you, guarding the work I am doing in you. Heaven is not distant, it is bending near, watching faith triumph over fear within your heart. You may stumble, but you will not fall. You may bend, but you will not break. For I am your strength, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. You need not strive to prove your worth, for you are already precious to me. You need not earn my favor, for it has always been yours. All I ask is that you hold my hand and trust that even when you cannot see the way, I will lead you safely through. Let peace rise within you now, not the fragile peace of the world, but the deep, steady calm that comes from knowing you are mine. The waves may roar, but I command them. The fire may burn, but I control its heat. I am the Lord of every storm, the master of every moment, and I will never leave you adrift. Breathe, my dear children. Let my spirit fill your lungs with new strength. Let my word take root in your heart. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial. Do you see? Your perseverance is not in vain. It is forming an eternal crown, a glory that will never fade. Every step you take through hardship is a step toward that crown of life, shining brighter than any suffering you have known. Hold fast to hope. Hope is the lamp that burns even in the darkest night. Hope is the anchor that keeps you steady when the wind howls. Hope is not wishful thinking. It is the certainty that I am who I said I am, and that I will do what I promised. So when you wake tomorrow and the struggle still feels heavy, whisper my name. When the pain returns and the answers seem far, remember that I am nearer than your next heartbeat. My grace will meet you there. My mercy will lift you again. And when you finally stand on the other side of this valley, you will see that my strength carried you every step of the way. You are not alone, my dear children. You never have been, and you never will be. The fire refines, the storm strengthens, the waiting deepens, and through it all I remain unchanging, faithful, full of love, the same yesterday, today, and forever. My dear children, listen closely to me now. The journey through trial is not a punishment. It is a sacred path of transformation. When you walk through hardship, you are walking through a holy process that draws you nearer to my heart. Every challenge you face is not evidence of my absence, but proof that I am refining you for something greater. I am shaping your faith into something unshakable, something that will stand when all else falls away. Do not despise the fire. Gold cannot shine without heat, and faith cannot mature without testing. When you feel the flame rise around you, remember that I am the refiner, and the fire serves my purpose. The fire does not decide when it begins or when it ends. I do. It does not decide how long it will last or what it will touch. I do. And I will not let it destroy you, my dear children. I will only let it purify you until your heart reflects my light. You see, it is through the breaking that beauty is born. When you are pressed beyond your strength, you begin to rely on mine. When you have nothing left to hold, you finally realize that I am holding you. You think you are being reduced, but you are being refined. You think something is being taken away, but something deeper is being given. In every loss, I am sowing the seed of something eternal. My dear children, you must understand, strength is not built in comfort, but in perseverance. When you keep walking, even when the road is rough, your spirit grows in endurance. When you keep believing, even when everything around you seems dark, your faith becomes like unbreakable steel. When you keep loving, even when the world wounds you, your heart becomes a vessel of divine compassion. I know there are moments when you cry out, Lord, this is too much. I hear those cries. I feel your pain more deeply than you could ever imagine. But my plan is not to crush you under the weight of hardship. It is to lift you into a place where your spirit can soar, even when your circumstances are heavy. The trials you face are not the end of your story. They are the chisel shaping you into my masterpiece. My dear children, even the storm that rages most fiercely obeys my voice. Every wind that howls is under my command. When I say, Peace, be still, even the waves must bow. So when your heart feels tossed and your faith wavers, call upon me. Speak my name with trust, and the tempest within you will quiet. For my presence brings peace, not because the storm disappears, but because I am in the boat with you. Do not look at your trials as enemies, but as sacred tools. I use them to awaken what was sleeping within you: courage, humility, compassion, and unwavering faith. I use them to draw you out of the shallow waters into the deep, where my mysteries dwell. I use them to teach you that my strength is made perfect in weakness. When you fall, I do not turn away in disappointment. I bend down to lift you, to remind you that grace is not earned by perfection, it is given through love. When you fail, I do not shame you, I restore you. I whisper, Begin again, my child. This time, not in your strength, but in mine. And as you walk again, carrying your cross with trembling hands, I walk beside you. I do not send you into the fire alone, I enter it with you. I do not watch from afar. As you weep, I weep with you. The tears that fall from your eyes fall upon my heart. And when you have no more strength to pray, my spirit prays for you in groanings too deep for words. You are never forgotten, never unseen. You are my beloved. The same hands that formed the stars are the hands that hold you now. The same voice that spoke light into the void speaks over your life, saying, You will rise again. Remember this truth, my dear children. Trials are temporary, but what I produce in you through them is eternal. The fire may last a season, but the gold that emerges will shine forever. The sorrow may endure for a night, but joy will come with the dawn. When you endure, you are not merely surviving, you are triumphing. You are proving that faith cannot be extinguished, that love cannot be crushed, that hope cannot be buried. When the world looks upon you and sees your endurance, they will see me. Your perseverance becomes your testimony. Your resilience becomes your worship. You will become living proof that my grace is sufficient, that my strength is greater than any trial, and that my love never fails. So do not give up, my dear children. Lift your head, even if your heart feels weary. Whisper my name, and you will feel my peace flow into you like a river of light. Rest in the truth that what I have begun in you, I will surely complete. I am not a God of unfinished work. I am the author and finisher of your faith. When the day comes that you look back upon these trials, you will see that they were the very moments when I was closest. You will realize that in the darkness, my light was growing brighter. You will understand that through the pain, I was writing a story of redemption that could only be told through endurance and grace. And in that moment, you will lift your hands in awe and say, Lord, you were there all along. You turned my tears into testimony, my trials into triumph, my weakness into worship. So walk forward now with courage, my dear children. The fire will not last forever. The storm will pass. And when it does, you will emerge shining like gold, purified, strengthened, radiant with the light of my glory. Do not fear the refining, for it is not the end of you. It is the unveiling of who you truly are in me. And when you stand upon the other side, crowned with endurance, filled with peace, you will know that every moment in the fire was worth it. My dear children, listen again to my heart. For I am not finished shaping the faith within you. Many of you feel that your strength has reached its limit, that your prayers rise but fall silent in the air. You wonder if I am still near, if I still hear you, if I still care. Hear me now. I am nearer than your breath, nearer than the pulse that beats within your chest. Every sigh, every unspoken plea, every trembling help me has already reached my throne. I am not far. I am not slow. I am patient and purposeful in my timing, for I am working a miracle inside you that no storm can undo. Do not mistake the waiting for abandonment. Waiting is the womb of transformation. When you wait in faith, even through tears, you are being shaped for promise. The seed must rest in the dark soil before it breaks into life. So it is with your spirit. You cannot see it yet, but deep beneath the pain, something divine is growing, endurance that will not fade, faith that will not shatter, peace that no circumstance can steal. My dear children, the strength I give is not loud or proud. It does not always roar like thunder or blaze like lightning. It often comes softly in the courage to take one more step, in the whisper of hope that says, I will not give up. That quiet strength is mine. It is my spirit within you, steadying your heart when all else trembles. I know how weary you grow in the fire. The refining feels endless, but do you not see? The gold cannot see itself as it is being purified, yet the refiner sees it clearly. I know exactly how long the fire must burn, not a moment longer than needed. And when I see my reflection in you, when your heart begins to mirror my love, your thoughts, my peace, your spirit, my strength, then I will lift you from the flame, radiant and strong. You are being prepared for glory. This world cannot take from you what I am forming in you. Every trial you endure adds weight to the crown of life awaiting you. Do not focus on what has been lost. Focus on what I am creating through it. Loss is not the end of your story. It is often the doorway through which my resurrection power enters. When something dies in your life, it makes room for something eternal to bloom. My dear children, remember my promise. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Notice I did not say if you pass, but when. For every soul that walks with me must at some point walk through deep waters. But these waters will not overwhelm you because I am there guiding you step by step, lifting your chin when fear would drag you under. The fire and the flood both serve my hand. The fire refines you, the water cleanses you. Both are sacred in my design. Through them, I teach you to let go of what cannot last and cling to what is eternal. In your trials, you often ask me for deliverance, and yes, I am your deliverer, but I am also your strength within the struggle. There are times when I do not remove the storm because I intend to teach you how to stand in it, clothed in my power. The victory is not only in the escape, but in the endurance, in the heart that remains faithful though it bleeds. My dear children, the world measures strength by what can be seen, by power, by might, by outward success. But my strength is found in surrender. True power is born when you release your grip and trust my hands to hold your life. The moment you stop striving and start resting in me, you discover that my power flows most freely through your weakness. So when you reach the end of yourself, rejoice, for that is where I begin. When you have nothing left but a whisper of faith, it is enough. I can build mountains with that whisper. I can move storms with a single tear that is offered in trust. Every hardship you face has a hidden invitation, an invitation to deeper intimacy with me. For in your brokenness, you finally come to see that I am not only God above you, but God within you. I am not only your shelter, but your strength, not only your healer, but your portion. I long for you to see what I see, my dear children. You see the ashes, I see the gold beneath them. You see weakness, I see the fire of endurance. You see the end, I see the beginning of something eternal. Do not run from the process, even when it hurts. Do not despise the refining, for it is the mark of my deep love. Those I love, I shape. Those I cherish, I strengthen. I am forming in you the heart of a warrior and the soul of a worshiper. You are not victims of circumstance. You are vessels of grace. Every scar will tell a story of victory. Every wound that healed will speak of my faithfulness. The world may see the surface, but I see the sacred testimony being written inside you, a living message that says, God's grace was enough for me. Rest now, my dear children. Rest in the assurance that I will bring beauty from the ashes. The fire is not forever, but my love is. The storm has an appointed end, but my peace has no end. When this season passes, and it will, you will stand stronger, freer, and more radiant than before. You will shine with a light the darkness cannot comprehend, for you will have learned not only of my strength, but of your worth in my eyes. You will know, beyond all doubt, that I was never testing you to expose your weakness. I was refining you to reveal my strength within you. So hold my promise close. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial. You are blessed, even here. You are blessed, even in the breaking. You are blessed because my hand is upon you, and my purpose is alive within you. The fire cannot destroy what I have made eternal. The waves cannot drown what I have spoken into being. You are mine, and that is your everlasting strength. My dear children, when all is said and done, and you stand before me clothed in glory, you will understand. You will see that every tear, every ache, every lonely night carried eternal weight. You will say, "It was worth it, Lord, every step, every fire, every storm, because through it all I found you." My dear children, now that you have walked with me through this time of reflection, breathe deeply and let peace fill your soul. The fire may still flicker around you, but feel the calm that now rests in your heart. It is not your own doing. It is mine. It is the peace that comes when you finally realize that I have been with you all along. Even in the trial, even in the breaking, even in the silence, I was there, shaping your heart like the potter shapes his clay, patiently, tenderly, until it bears my reflection. The storm is passing now. You may still hear its distant echoes, but the sky is beginning to clear. Watch as the clouds part, and the first light of dawn stretches across the horizon. That light, my beloved ones, is the light of renewal. It is the warmth of my love, touching the wounds that the night left behind. The tears you have cried are now glistening like dew upon the grass, proof that life springs even from sorrow. My dear children, I know how hard it has been. I know the nights you have prayed for relief, the moments you have whispered, Lord, I don't understand. I heard you then, and I hear you now. Every whisper of pain that rises to heaven is met with my compassion. Not one tear has fallen without my notice, for you are not forgotten, and your suffering has never been unseen. You are precious to me more than words can express. Come, rest in my arms for a while. Lay down the burdens that have weighed you down, and let me hold you. Let me quiet your racing thoughts with the sound of my heartbeat, steady, eternal, faithful. Feel the rhythm of my love flowing through you like a gentle river, clear and unending. The world will tell you that you must be strong on your own, but I tell you this, your true strength is found in surrender. When you let go and fall into my embrace, that is when I lift you higher than your pain can reach. You have endured the fire, and though it was fierce, it has not consumed you. Like gold refined in the flame, you now shine with a purity that can only come from walking through the heat of trial and trusting me within it. You may not yet see how radiant you have become, but heaven sees it. The angels rejoice when faith endures. The heavens sing when my children trust me, even in the unknown. My dear children, I have promised you that I will never leave you nor forsake you. Let that truth settle deep into your heart. The path ahead may still twist and turn, but you do not walk it alone. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you to steady your steps. I dwell within you to strengthen your spirit. There is no place you can go where my presence will not find you, no valley too deep, no storm too wide, no darkness too thick. You are safe in my hands. I am the shepherd who never sleeps, the father who never forgets, the friend who never fails. Even when you wander, I pursue you. Even when you fall, I lift you. My mercy is not limited by your mistakes, and my grace is not exhausted by your weakness. I am faithful when you are frail, strong when you are broken, patient when you are weary. Listen, my dear children, the fire you feared has become the forge of your faith. The tears you shed have become seeds of joy. The wounds that once hurt now shine with healing light. What the enemy meant for harm, I have turned into good. For I make all things new. Every time you stood when you wanted to fall, every time you prayed when you wanted to give up, every time you hoped against the evidence, I was there, cheering you on, proud of the courage I saw blooming in your spirit. Now, lift your eyes once more. Look at the horizon of your life. See how light is returning. It begins softly, like dawn after a long night, but soon it will blaze with glory. That is my promise to you. As surely as morning follows midnight, so my joy follows sorrow. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And my beloved, your morning is coming. I am breathing new life into the places that have felt barren. I am restoring what was lost, reviving what was fading, rekindling what was growing cold. Like the tender shoots that push through winter's soil, new hope is sprouting within you. Do not rush the process, simply rest in it. My timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. I am never late. I am always right on time. My dear children, take a moment to be still. Feel the warmth of my presence surrounding you like sunlight breaking through clouds. This is not just a fleeting moment of peace. It is a reminder of what I have already placed inside you. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives within you. The same power that calmed the storm now rests in your heart. You are not fragile. You are fortified by my love. When you step out from this time of devotion, do not leave this peace behind. Carry it with you into every corner of your life. Let my words echo in your thoughts when fear whispers lies. Let my promises guide you when the path feels uncertain. Let my love be your compass, your anchor, your strength. And when others cross your path, those who are weary, afraid, or wandering, share with them the comfort you have received. Speak gently, love deeply, and let my light shine through you. The world is filled with hearts that need to hear what you now know, that I am near to the brokenhearted, and I am strong in weakness. You do not need grand gestures to reveal my glory. Sometimes it is enough simply to listen, to care, to be present. You are my hands in this world, my voice of kindness, my vessel of grace. Through you I will touch hearts, heal wounds, and draw souls back to me. Do not underestimate the power of one act of love, one word of encouragement, one prayer whispered in faith. Each is a spark that carries my light into the darkest places. My dear children, as this message draws to a close, let peace remain with you. Let it be a mantle over your shoulders and a song in your soul. Whatever tomorrow holds, know that I hold tomorrow. Do not worry about what lies ahead. I am already there. The same hand that has carried you this far will never let you go. So walk in confidence, not in your own strength, but in mine. You are never walking toward uncertainty. You are walking deeper into my purpose. Let hope rise again, stronger than fear. Let faith be your steady flame. And when you feel weary once more, come back to this quiet place of stillness, and I will speak to you again. As you go now, remember my promise. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. This is my blessing upon you, the blessing of endurance, of renewal, of everlasting peace. Go in my love, my dear children. Go with hearts unburdened, with spirits at rest, and with eyes lifted toward the light. You are cherished beyond measure. You are seen, known, and endlessly loved. And now, as this message closes, I ask gently if these words have touched your heart. Share them. Let others hear what I have spoken to you today. Let my light reach beyond this moment, flowing from your heart into the hearts of others. You may do this by liking, by commenting, by sharing, by subscribing, not as a duty, but as an act of love, as a way of carrying my message further into the world. Do it not for numbers or for fame, but for the souls who wait in silence, longing to hear my voice as you have heard it now. Be my messengers, my dear children, gentle bearers of hope in a weary world.